Assalamu alaikum and welcome. You're watching Real English News along with your host Sharif Akram Yamani. Let's have a look on today's top headlines. Andhra Pradesh pipeline blast killed 16 locals accused GAIL of negligence. Kiran meets secretly with Kishan. Will monsoon recover in July, says Nino intensity may be moderate. A huge bomb blast in Baghdad kills 20. Andhra Pradesh CM and Chandrababu Naidu to visit GAIL after pipeline blast. Let's have a look on headlines in details. This is the second industrial disaster this month. A state-owned gas pipeline in Andhra Pradesh exploded on Friday morning, killing at least 16 people, injuring 18 others, and getting scores of houses in gun. Top 10 non-governmental organization worldwide correspondent. A second industrial disaster this month. A state-owned gas pipeline in Andhra Pradesh exploded on Friday morning, killing at least 16 people, injuring 18 others, and gutting scores of homes. Blazing fire after an explosion at a gas pipeline of Gas Authority of India Limited, that is GAIL, at Nagaram in the East Godavari district. The fire that set off the blast around 5 a.m. in East Godavari district, Nagaram village, broke out apparently after a tea vendor lit his store, said Inspector General of Police, North Coastal Zone, Atul Singh. GAIL official, quoting its chairman BC Tripathi, however, said only an inquiry will ascertain the exact cause of the blast. Television picture showed flames at least 30 feet high, leaping into down skies, scorching trees and surrounding coconut grove and burning flimsy huts. Bodies of 13 people were recovered from this hut. 3 others succumbed to injuries during treatment at various hospitals. Among the dead are 5 women, 3 girls and a boy. The fire on the 18-inch pipeline which feeds gas to Lanco Kundapalli power plant near Vijayawada was extinguished by mid-morning. The blaze occurred barely a few hundred meters from ONGC's Tatipaki refinery located in the village. Fire has been controlled. The gas pipeline has been shut. This is a very serious situation. I have ordered a highly level inquiry into the accident, says Minister Dharmendra Pradhan of Petroleum in Delhi. A group of angry local residents reportedly entered an office belonging to GAIL near accident site and pelted it with stones. State Finance Minister Y. Ramkrishnu was quoted by PTI as saying that the local resident was angry because they feel GAIL authority did not bother. The smell was coming from the rusting pipeline, although they have complained several times earlier. 2 weeks ago, 6 people were killed by a poisonous gas leak in Chhattisgarh, Bihali state plant. But Friday incident was deadliest to the Indian hit energy sector since last August, when 28 people were killed in a fire at an oil refinery near Visakhapatnam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi offered condolence to the families of the deceased, and his office announced an ex gratia relief of rupees 2 lakhs for the death victims and rupees 50,000 each for those seriously injured in the accident. Telangana BJP Chief G. Kishan Reddy and former Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy have had private meeting on Thursday in Hyderabad. The meeting itself has sparked off rumors and set tongues wagging in Telugu political fraternity. The secret meeting of Kiran Kumar Reddy, who fought tooth and nail for the cause of United Andhra Pradesh, with Kishan Reddy, who is a staunch voter of Telangana formation, has raised many eyebrows. In a quiet visa, both Kiran Reddy and Kishan Reddy reportedly spoke on various things in an hour. Already rumors mill a buzz that Kiran Reddy is looking at joining BJP. Post the pull drubbing of Kiran J. Samikendra Party and Congress in the state, there have been reports that Kiran Reddy is sitting his grub to join BJP fold. Commenting on the meeting, Kishan Reddy clarified the politics were not discussed, but it was only about issues of Reddy community. They claimed that discussing on regrouping of the Reddy group in 2014 general election. In fact, Kiran Kumar Reddy was reluctant initially to consider the option of joining BJP. Kiran is one of the opinion that BJP played its part in the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, but Kiran Reddy played its part, who are his closest advisors, have persuaded him that joining BJP is best option available to revive his political career. With this, Kiran Reddy is pulling out of all stops to make a grand entry into BJP. Let's see how long this Chittoor politician dots his shoe. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu has said that he is gone along with Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan to visit the site of Gil Blast. Let's have a look. He said, I am monitoring situation and would be going through all details of how it happened. He said, ultimately safety is important. Adding, we have to protect lives of people, so we will be taking some actions on that. All lapses should be corrected so that an incident like this does not happen in the future. He added, action would be taken against those concerned when asked about compensation. The discussion on this issue is still going on. Adding, it should be a liberal compensation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also announced an ex gratia relief of rupees 2 lakh from the Prime Minister Relief Fund for the next of kin of those who have lost their lives in Gale pipeline fire in Andhra Pradesh today.
నాకు ఇచ్చిన సమాచారం ప్రకారం 14 మంది చనిపోయారని, నలుగురికి సీరియస్ ఇంజరీ జరిగాయని, 10 మంది ఇంకా కూడా బాగా గాయాలై హాస్పిటల్ చేరారని చెప్పి సమాచారం ఇచ్చారు. అందుకే ఈ రోజు నేను రాత్రి పోవాల్సింది. నా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అన్ని క్యాన్సిల్ చేసుకొని ఇప్పుడే బయలుదేరి నేను పెట్రోలియం మినిస్టర్ గారు కూడా రమ్మన్నాను. ఆయనతో కూడా కోఆర్డినేట్ చేసి ఆయన కూడా వస్తా అన్నారు. ఇద్దరం కలిసి రాజమండ్రి దిగి స్పాట్కి ఒక 3 గంటలు చేరుకుంటాం.
India may be lucky enough to escape the worst that can be caused by a severe El Nino. The World Meteorological Department Organization, that is WMO, on Thursday said the weather phenomenon's intensity may be moderate rather than strong or weak. The Indian Meteorological Organization is already expecting better rain relief in July than in June. The development of El Nino associated with drought and floods had been delayed more than expected. El Nino is characterized by unusually warm ocean surface temperature in the central and eastern tropical Pacific, coupled with typical atmospheric circulation patterns. India's June monsoon rain has been below normal, threatening efforts to revive the sluggish economy and raising the scourge of higher prices. Though tropical Pacific Ocean temperatures have recently warmed to IMD, scientists have made clear the failure of monsoon in June is not related to El Nino due to rainfall activity that continued during summer months. There was no sufficient heating of the landmass. This delayed the arrival of monsoon, says Pai. Once the monsoon arrived, cyclone formation in the Arabian Sea deprived the monsoon of its moisture, limiting rainfall to coastal areas. WMO said in its update based on a consensus of the experts from around the world. Rebel fighters stand on the images of the late Syrian President Hafez al-Assad and his son, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, at the Kasab border crossing with Turkey in the northwestern province of Latakia. He attacks comes as Iraq security forces are battling against the Takfiri militants from so-called Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant ISIL in different parts of the country. Reporters earlier in the day said the Iraqi group managed to recapture a strategically located university that had been seized by the Takfiris, the north cities of Tikrit. Iraqi forces also killed a large number of militants in clash around the city, which is located about 140 kilometers northwest of the capital and still under control of the ISIL since its seizure on June 11. In a similar move, Iraqi armed forces recaptured the small town of Mansouriyati al-Jabal northeast of Baghdad. Shortly after it fell into the hand of the militant, the town is a home to a number of gas fields in the eastern province of Diyala. Over the past days, heavy clashes have been underway between Iraqi armed forces and ISIL terrorists, who have threatened to spread their acts of violence to Baghdad and other cities. However, the advance has been slowed down as Iraqi military forces, along with volunteer fighters, have begun engaging the terrorists on several fronts, pushing them out of several areas they had earlier overrun. Let's have a look on today's top stories of sports news. Soars bite light on a wonderful World Cup, says Brazilian great Ronaldo. Speaking after the Uruguay forward nice match and 4-month ban was announced on Thursday, Ronaldo said football must be used to benefit the world. People have to be held responsible and accountable for what they do in the game. Ronaldo said through a translator, those that do not follow this have to be punished. He added Ronaldo that he had never beaten an opponent. Germany tops groups on Müller set out how USA in the last 16. Germany's Thomas Müller in matching Argentina, Lionel Messi and Brazil Neymar for maximum goals in the World Cup as they celebrated forward all-star and fourth in the tournament to help the side at pass of Group D. USA 1-0 to help its nation top Group G on Friday, with the American team along advancing to the last 16. Portugal's win over Ghana goes in the vain as both sides bow out. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his first goal of tournament but missed a gulf of other chances. A Portugal 2-1 win over incident hit Ghana on Thursday was not enough to make the second round as both sides bowed out of the World Cup. Slimani sends Algeria through to last 16 at Russia's expense. Islam Slimani headed an elastic Algeria into the last 16 of the World Cup for the first time with 1-1 draw against Russia on Thursday. That dumped Fabio Capello's team out of the tournament. 10-man Belgium beat South Korea, claimed top spot. Jan Wojando last goal saw 10-man Belgium beat South Korea 1-0 in the final group H match on Thursday, despite having Steven Dufort sent off just before halftime for a nasty two-footed challenge. Saina in semis, Sindhu out of Australian Opens. Saina leads Indian challenge at Indonesia Super Series, shutters Tansvi stuns high-ranked Gilmore at Japan Open. Sindhu Srikanth lead charge in Saina's absence at Japan Open 16. Seed Saina needed only 47 minutes in the last 8 clash to out Japan's Eriko Hiro's 21-18, 21-9 to the level her career had to head to 4-all. Saina started in dominating fashion by taking an 8-2 lead, but Eriko came back strongly to the level match 12-all. Let's have a look on today's stock market. Sensex for today stand with 25,099.92 with 0.15%, whereas Nifty for today stand with 7,508.80 with 0.21%. Let's have a look on today's gold and silver rates as per Malabar Golds. According to Malabar Golds, today's gold rates at 27 June Friday are as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams it's rupees 26,700. Whereas for 24 carats of gold for 10 grams it's rupees 28,240. Silver rates for today for 10 grams it's rupees 490. Headlines once again. Andhra Pradesh pipeline blast killed 16 locals accused gale of negligence. Kiran meets secretly with Kishan. Will monsoon recover in July, says Nino intensity may be moderate. A huge bomb blast in Baghdad kills 20. Andhra Pradesh CM and Chandrababu Naidu to visit Gale after pipeline blast. That's all in this newscast for today. Keep watching Real English News along with your host Sharif Akram Mamani. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.